My good friend Adira is here today, and so we will go back to questions that you have sent and you wanted answered. Good evening, Adira.
Hello, sir. Good evening. How was your day today?
A very busy day and a lot of appointments today. So I'm at the fag end of the day with very tired today.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, it's weekend. So is it a usual day or is it different from the working days?
No, normally I'm not so busy. I had my friend visiting from Trichy today, so I had to spend some time with him. Then I had two old men who wanted to meet me definitely.
Mhm.
So normally I don't give in-person appointments. So those three visits distorted the whole day. So the appointments which were finally scheduled took off, and so the whole day became extremely busy.
Okay. So today, maybe I haven't brought any stock related questions. It's all very general ones.
Okay, let's go on.
So, yeah. So I was actually thinking what I can talk about and bring in the questions. And I thought we have this Tamil channel that is Tattva Page, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I was wondering, there's nothing in English we have. So I thought I can bring a lot about what you spoke in Tattva Page itself so that English viewers will get to know that. So the first question is, if only I have like 20 minutes in a day to be mentally prepared and be, to grow that strength, what exercise would you recommend to do?
If you want, you have only 20 days to focus on developing your strength.
20
And
minutes each
20
day.
minutes each day. I would urge you to read for those 20 minutes.
Okay. So, and if someone is struggling to be confident and they are very depressed,
Mm.
do you think they are weak enough or
No, if somebody feels they are depressed and they are not confident, if it's a question of self confidence only, then what I want you to do is to stand in front of the mirror, see yourself on the mirror, and talk to yourself and say, you can beat the world.
so they are not weak?
They are not weak. You have to say to yourself, I am not weak. You try doing this for a year, you will find yourself a different person. But it looks very foolish, but it is called self affirmation. It works beautifully. You say, I am not weak. I can beat anybody in the world. You will beat anybody in the world.
Have you done this when you
Yeah, many times.
Okay. So then, how do they even know that they are making process while doing that?
You never worry about the outcomes.
Mhm.
That's what the Gita says, and that's what all texts say. You don't worry about the outcomes, you look at the process. Problem is, we always look at the outcome and not at the process. When you prepare for an exam, you are not looking at the preparation point of view, you are looking how much will I score. That affects your learning process. So let's look at the process and leave the outcome to somebody else.
Okay. So, how do you think one should prevent falling back into old habits that don't promote any success?
See, the habit is basically there's a trigger, there's a routine, and there's a satisfaction. So the trigger is always there. The routine is bad. So you substitute this routine with some other routine. Suppose every day at this particular time I drink or eat cookies. For my cookie is very bad. Then I'm looking, there's a trigger. The clock strikes 2. I want to eat a cookie. And then I relax and talk to my friends. So when the clock strikes 2, if I can substitute carrots for cookies, I do the same thing and the life is better. So the idea is to stick to habits and continue to integrate those habits in your daily routine. Suppose you want to meditate, and meditation is nothing but breath control. So you say, I will do it for 2 minutes before I go to take bath. So it will become a habit. So you won't feel like you have taken bath unless you have done that. So once you do it for 100 days, it becomes a normal routine. So there is something called tiny habits. So don't take impossible tasks saying I will do 100 push-ups. You will say I do 2 push-ups every day before I go to bath. Then it becomes a habit. So take tiny steps and make it into a part of your daily routine, and then you will stick to it forever.
Very nice. Okay. Why is it important to be humble? How does it improve the community? Can it even hurt the community?
It won't hurt the community. Normally, when you get arrogant, you get into hubris. So you will tend to trip. And the way life has been made for us, though nobody is superior, nobody is inferior. You think I'm superior to you because there are certain areas of strength which I have. So the world focuses on that area of strength. You ask me to run a 100-meter race, I'm going to look like an idiot. So you have to be humble in the sense that you know you cannot do everything. So I cannot play cricket anymore. I cannot be running a 100-meter race. I can't run a marathon. But somebody who runs a marathon cannot do what I'm doing. So you have to be humble because you know that you are not all conquering person. And there are things which you cannot do and things which you can do. So you should always remember there are many things which you cannot do. There's a couple of things which you can do well. And because you do a couple of things very well, does not mean you're an expert in all the other things.
Okay, fine. Is there anything others have done in your life that you are grateful for?
Oh, there are plenty of things people have done which I am grateful for. When I have been absolutely down and out, a lot of people have worked on me mentally. A lot of people have helped me to become what I have become today. And I'm extremely grateful for that.
So, what made you laugh or smile today?
Well, today I have not laughed or smiled, but yesterday I did when this video in which the two kids were talking about a spoof on what Buddy Valley did many years ago, that Z Vision, and it became very popular because the ruling party took offense to it. But I found that very funny. Yeah.
All right. Okay, you always insist a lot about being persistent, isn't it? Like a lot of videos, you always spoke about being persistent and keep going for what you want. Can you give an example of an important goal that you set in the past? Talk about your success in reaching it.
Passing exams, I was very terrible at passing exams. So at one point, I wanted to give up, not finish my degree at all. But then I persisted with it and I stayed the course and I finished it. So that's a very important step in my life, that even though I didn't like doing it, I could stay there and finish it. That was very important, which taught me that being persistent was extremely important.
Very nice. Can you speak about anger, and is it good to be angry? And
No. Anger is the worst thing somebody can do. So when you get very angry, you tend to lose the sense of discrimination between what is right and what is wrong, and you tend to do what is wrong and you tend to destroy yourself. So in anger, people say so many things that can destroy relationships and which can never be rectified. Anger is a terrible thing to have.
okay, and do you think how they should manage it?
You
Because
should
taming the tongue is very difficult. Than
you should
anything.
know how to let go.
Okay.
So this is the cameraman. I'm pointing one finger at the cameraman. I should know 3 fingers are pointing back at me.
Very nice. Okay. How do you think one can express their genuinity and love for their fellow beings?
If you are genuine, then it will be automatically you will express. People will sense that you are genuine. Only when you are false, people will sense you are false.
Is there any quality that will just, come like portray?
Nothing. You be compassionate and have empathy for people who are less fortunate than you in life. And we have to realize that several advantages we have had is because of the ovarian lottery we have gone through.
So, okay. Let me know what you think about these personalities, okay? So, Jim Carrey, do you know him?
Yeah, of course, I know him. He's a great comedian.
Wonderful. Okay, P.T. Usha?
Yes, of course. She was one of the great heroes of my teenage years in 1984. She won the Asian Games. She won a lot of medals and she almost won a bronze for us in Los Angeles. She finished 4th in the race.
Okay, Arundhati Roy.
She's a great writer. I think she's a crap politician and an activist. Terrible lady on terms of supporting the Maoists, but a great writer, of course.
Okay. Mother Teresa.
Oh, great inspiration. I was in Maldives the day she died. I remember the day, and Princess Diana died the same day. She's a great inspiration. If we can do even 0.1% of what she has done for the poor, I'll be extremely. I think I have done my job in this world.
Wonderful. Amitabh Bachchan.
I hate that guy. He's a great actor. We all looked up to him. That he became a man without a spine. His father, Harvansh Rai Bachchan, was a great poet. He wrote a very eloquent poem called Madhushala. Madhushala is a place where liquor is served.
Oh my God.
So he talked about it. He was a great intellect, a great rationalist. For a man like him to insist that I believe in astrology and Aishwarya Rai had to marry a people tree because she had Mangal Dosh. This is stupidity, height of stupidity.
Okay, thank you so much. That was really nice, all your answers. I was expecting it to be like this and it was like that.
Thank you very much. Thank you for being patient and listening to me. This interview has a lot of personal questions and I just answered it straight from my heart. Thank you for watching. Be Rich.
Thank you.
For hot financial news reviews and economical updates, watch Be Rich. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe our channel.